Hey, tribe up, we back one more time. Great day, welcome to the House of Cons. I'm Black Jack. Salute to the Patreon, Monaga. Salute to the real Cons, Monaga. Monagas ride with me, Monaga. Monagas is ride with me no matter what. I appreciate y'all, Monaga. Hey, it's all good, Monaga. Salute to the members too. Salute to subscribers too. I ain't gonna be here on this one, but hey, it is what it is, Monaga. We conding up. We conding up behind the scenes, Monaga. Naga's all up on the Naga, trying to get a Naga council. So hey, it is what it is. You know, if they with us, they with us. If they ain't, we'll see who tribe up. We trying to get 30 real Nagas on the Patreon, Monaga. Tribe up. We got a good show lined up. Title, listen, y'all. Black history was here, Monaga. Black history was here. Yeah, that's how we coming on this one. Hey, a lot of people, you know, they like to watch our live streams when we on YouTube in the public. But we gonna see how many are gonna con up with us on the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Whether we got many or we just got a few, Monaga. I'm still here, and if you here with me, you a part of the chosen few. Salute. We just be connecting some dots, Monaga. You know what I'm saying? We doing this one kind of a little bit off the fly. You know what I'm saying? I just going through the family photos, Monaga, and I just decided to line a few up, Monaga. You know what I'm saying? I see Unc on here, so I was like, you know, they got the ancient Unc. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the Bone Savage Unc, and they dress just alike. You know, I mean, nothing has changed, and nothing ain't never really changed. You still you. We still us. Some people want to be us. They're trying to get us counts, hating on us. Why they flagging us? All we be doing is we be reading real history and we be roasting. I know they ain't, but check this out, y'all. I don't believe they trying to get us counts and they flagging us for the roasting. The reason they trying to get us counts and flagged is because they don't want us spreading the truth. But we gonna continue to do what we do. We're gonna have to, for the public on YouTube, we're gonna just have to cut a snippet of this and drop them a snippet. We ain't gonna give them the whole thing. We'll drop after the show. We'll drop a snippet over there and we'll leave them a message. Say, hey man, y'all wanna travel with us? Come over here to the Patreon. Cause see, one thing about it, you can't report what you pay to see. You can't get in your feelings about what we talking about after you try but with us on Patreon, then turn around and go report it. YouTube ain't gonna deal with that. And that's why we got it set up like this. You know, some of this just ain't for YouTube. We realized that. I realized that, you know, when the enemy coming for us, we realize some of this ain't for YouTube. We got plenty of messages already over there on YouTube. Hell, we got down there. I removed a lot of them though. I removed about 300 videos, and I put them in private. You know what I'm saying? And I left what I left up, and I might even remove some more from over there and just leave what I leave up for the tribe. It's still plenty of work over there for the tribe. For anybody that want to tribe up and learn to you know what to con on. And like I said, we got plenty of work over there, so we ain't gotta worry about whoever over there crying, talking about Black Jack, you know, you ain't putting the message out for the whole tribe no more. Hey man, there's plenty of messages already there. You know, we on the new wave. And this we tightening the circle, my Naga. We tightening the helm. And hey, everything ain't for everybody. Straight up, it is what it is, my Naga. Everything ain't for everybody. You know, I seen the light. I got the message. So we can't get 30 real cons to tribe up with us. We gonna rock out with the cons that's with us. Salute, tribe up, and I appreciate y'all one more time. Like I say, they got plenty of work that they can look back. And on that public live streams, anybody who be watching, subscribers or whatever, and they don't, you know, they ain't feeling how we doing it now, hey, they can go look at the reruns, man. It's plenty of work. And I know a lot of Nagas ain't seen every video, so hey, it's plenty of work. We put out plenty of work all throughout the last 2 years for real. So the new wave is for a chosen few, for a selected audience, my Naga, because everybody in their feelings. But we talking about America's hidden Black history, my Naga. Black history was hidden, my Naga. Like I said, I got Uncle on here. Y'all notice he dressed the same way. He dressed the same way like every single time. And I don't know how Nagas be missing this. That's the funny thing. How could you even miss something like this? I damn sure don't never miss it. One thing about me, I don't never miss it. And every time I see it, I say, oh, there it go again. There it go again. And you gotta keep pointing it out over and over again. You'll see other people starting to do it too, and I'm glad they is, because that means the awareness is spreading. You know what I'm saying? If awareness is spreading, awareness is spreading like darkness right now.
Darkness, everybody, dark.
Awareness is spreading. Everybody's starting to know what's going on now. And I'm feeling that for real. The fact that other people can take a look at what we look at and they can recognize what they seeing, right? They can recognize what they looking at, right? When they see the pearls, they see that loincloth, it's the same thing. It's the same thing once again, over and over again, the same thing. Hey. But just this third eye point of view from this thumbnail, we know what it is. I ain't even gotta go to it or nothing. It's just the Aztec Codex, right? In the background and the Bone Savage clock in the front. But you ought to know that the Codex is pre-Columbian. They gonna say it was made in BC or whatever. When we know these Bone Savage clocks was made around the 17 and the 1800s, right? So we talking about hundreds, if not thousands of years apart. But it's the same image when you look at it. But we're gonna get into a little more than that on black history being hidden, my naga. Especially like I say, like black history's been hidden. So-called black history, quote unquote black history. That's what they want to call us. Let's talk about it. It's supposed to be so-called Black History Month. But how is Black History Month when the history was hidden? That's the question you really gotta ask yourself. How is this Black History Month when the history was hidden? So-called black history, right? Especially when we talk about all the slavery, escape slaves all the time. The slaves always escape. Slaves always escape. And that's what they'll say these images is. They say, oh yeah, they black. They gotta be escaped slaves. They tell you they always escaping, calling them maroons, calling them Cimarron, calling them all these different names. And we know we always talk about some of our favorite family, the Juka tribe, because the reason why I like to talk about the Juka tribe, because they still in their ancient state, my naga. They ain't changed from their ancient state. And we got documents we gonna read from to talk about it. We got some new information we gonna drop tonight. I went ahead and paid for a little article, and I went ahead and came up my pocket and bought something new to talk about. And you know it's gonna be hijacked present. What? It's gonna be details on the truth in there. And we're gonna talk about the favorite family one more time, the Juka tribe, the indigenous Juka, my naga. They wanna call them maroons, say they escaped slaves from Africa. Yeah, but they look just like these images. They look like just like the Aztec Codex. They look just like the Bone Savage clocks. So let's talk about it. But before we talk about that, I want to go here in Suriname, cause we gotta understand, like a lot of us not familiar with Suriname, North America. If you were from other parts of the world, you might not really be familiar with like Suriname for exactly where it's at. But if you look, it's in close vicinity to Brazil. Now keep in mind, in Brazil, they tell you Brazil got the second largest amount of so-called black people in the world, right? Well, what they don't tell you is that Suriname is full of Nagas too, and so is Guyana, so-called French Guyana too. All these places are full of so-called Negroes, so-called black people. They want to make you think it's just Brazil. No, French Guyana, all these places, and Suriname filled with so-called Nagas. They want to tell you they escaped slaves, but we know better over here at the House of Cons. When I tribe, but if you want to support the house, we got the cash app at the bottom of the screen. Cash.out/$ House of Cons. Salute. All donations matter, large or small, whatever on your heart, Managa. We went ahead and bought an article from the Originals of Suriname. Originals of Suriname go their own way. Wow, what you mean Africans of Suriname? Nope. Originals of Suriname. It didn't say Africans of Suriname. It said originals, quote unquote originals, like aboriginals. You know, an African is not an aboriginal in America, but it says the originals of Suriname go their own way, and then we blow the image up and we see who they're talking about, right? The originals of Suriname go their own way, Managa. Anybody ever saw this? Well, we gonna read from it. The original Suriname go their own way, and they got some nice images on the article. They got one of the Suriname villages. Got their homes. They got images, of course. We're gonna read from this, This is very interesting. The originals of Suriname go their own way. Like I say, not the Africans of Suriname, the originals, the quote unquote originals of Suriname, as in Aboriginals. Now we're gonna read this article, and I do expect some hijack to be present, but we'll get around that, y'all. We understand what we're looking at. They say this is a digitized version of an article for the Times print archive. So it's a version, so ain't no telling what's been altered, but we'll read. They ain't got it where you can like, see, I can click on this, but I ain't gonna be able to see the actual article, I guess. So we'll read from what they got here. Occasionally, the digitized process introduces transcription errors or other problems. We are continuing to work to improve these archive versions. They say archive versions. What they mean by version? See, that's what they mean. It means it's been changed, if you ask me. Okay, it starts off with Aramaribo, Suriname. The Dutch call the bush niggas. Like what? Niggas? Like niggas? The bush niggas? And would like to forget about them. Look at that. They say they would. Which that's kind of curious, ain't it, y'all? It's a curiosity, like they called you. They say the Dutch called them, quote unquote, bush niggas, and would like to forget about them. They say the Dutch say, man, we just like to forget about these bush niggas. They say other Negroes, the city Negroes or Creoles. Oh, you got some other Negroes too, huh? So you got the bush niggas, the indigenous niggas, and you got these other Negroes called the Creoles, huh? Are embarrassed by them. The East Indians, the Chinese, the so-called Amerindians, the Javanese, and other racial and ethnic groups or mixtures in Suriname either fear or are awed by them. They say they fear the bush niggas, right? But the bush Negroes, as intelligent as they are courteous. Oh, the bush niggas, they scared of the bush niggas, and the bush niggas is intelligent and courteous. Proudly go their own way. Proudly. They got pride. They know they on their indigenous ancestral land. They unconquered. They got pride. They say you called us escaped slaves and all this here because you couldn't enslave us. We ain't escaped from nowhere. We been here. You tried to enslave us and you failed. And their way of life is a major focus of interest for visitors to Suriname. They say the bush niggas life of way of life is a major focus of interest to visitors. They say the visitors don't go there to see the so-called Amerindians. They say the visitors don't go there to see the Creoles. They say the visitors don't go there to see the Chinese living there on our land. They say they don't go there to see the Javanese. They don't say they go there to see the fake Cherokee. They say the visitors come and focus on the bush niggas. Yeah. They say their way of life is a major focus of interest to the visitors of Suriname. Until a few years ago, when road builders began slashing through the dense forest that carpet roughly 90% of this former Netherlands colony, Dutch Guiana. Former Netherlands colony, right? Dutch Guiana, right? French Guiana over here, right? Yeah, okay. Right by Brazil, right? Where all them Nagas at? They tell you all them Nagas in Brazil. Say that Brazil got the second largest amount of Nagas in the world. They don't tell you Suriname right next to it loaded with Nagas. They don't tell you Guyana loaded with Nagas. They don't tell you French Guyana loaded with Nagas. They'll tell you all of this is loaded with Nagas, not just Brazil. Indigenous Nagas. Until a few years ago, Netherlands colony, Dutch Guiana on the northeast shoulder of South America. Bush niggas were considered a strange people who glided out of the jungle to trade along the coast and then faded back to their villages, probably in the mountains, right? Today, when several bush niggas villages are a drive of but an hour or two from Paramaribo, the capital of Suriname, some of the mystery surrounding these holdouts from contemporary society is slowly being evaporated. It is estimated that there are about 40,000 bush niggas in Suriname and several thousand more in its eastern neighbor, French Guiana. Now you know they gonna try to explain. It's escaped slaves, right? We know they lying, right? The bush niggas, sharp traders and skilled in woodworking, are so-called descendants of African slaves brought here in the 2 centuries before slavery was abolished in 1863. Their forefathers were among the many slaves who escaped soon after their arrival on these shores. How you got them here? They escaped right when they got here. How you got them here? You lying. They be lying. Among the many slaves who escaped soon after their arrival on these shores, or were freed during the numerous raids on plantations over the years. The freed slaves who preferred to be known as escaped prisoners of war. Look at that. Got them. Damn, I ain't even read this yet, y'all. I just bought it like 10 minutes ago. I just paid for it out of my pocket. I said, let me download some new stuff. Cause I'm tired of the hijackers in the public live stream, all on the ID, all reporting us, trying to get us canceled, and all we just trying to do is get to the bottom of the truth about our real history. I wouldn't come out my pocket. They ain't even really calling up on Patreon, so damn them Moabites over there in the public live stream hating on me. They all on there watching us and hating on me, my nigga. It say they are escaped prisoners of war. They ain't no slaves. They tell you, hey, the bush niggas. They say they, first off, let's remember, they told you the bush niggas was contrary to your belief. Contrary to your belief, they was intelligent and courteous. Yeah, probably smarter than all the colonizers and they were smarter than the so-called Amerindians. They were smarter than the Chinese. They were smarter than the Javanese and the other racial and ethnic mixtures in Suriname. They were smarter than all of them, more intelligent than all of them. They thought they was indigenous Pookies, but they were more intelligent than all their ass. And they say these bush niggas, they say we not slaves from Africa. We prisoners of war. Y'all came on our land and tried to enslave us. And we fled into the forest and tried to reconstruct the life that we already had, not new in Africa, right? You know, they told you they said they had to this is just a version, right? Don't forget, they ain't letting us read the real deal. You can't even click on the real deal and blow it up and see it. They giving us only a version, my nigga. We don't know what it really say. Talking about the life in Africa. Yeah, fucking right. Why they ain't make a ship and go back to Africa? If they was begging bad enough to escape, why they ain't take the ship? Why they ain't take the captain in prison and say, bitch, take us back home if we from Africa? Let it make sense. Before we continue on this, and speaking of Africa and these slave ships and these old goofy lies people be believing, I posted this in the chat last night, man. Y'all know I be trolling, man, but I be trying to show people something. I try to make people open their third eye. I try to make people slow down and smell the roses. Think about this. Slow down and think sometimes. They always showing us a slave ship with a bunch of stick men on it, right? And people what's so sad is people, mainly our people, be believing it. They be like, see, Black Jack, they brought us over here packed like sardines, man. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. You know what I'm saying? I was being their feelings. And I be like, you believe that stupid ass story? I'm like, bro, I got 2 boats, bro. You can't pack no boat like that. First off, I should have made the boat sinking, but I just was carried away on some cartoon childish shit. Y'all see, I got the slave master with the whip. I got one slave master with a whip, and he in the whip position like how they always do. And I got all the Nagas laying down like a can of sardines. And then I got a shawl. I'm trolling. When Nagas actually, I was trolling my aunt today. I whipped it out on my aunt. I whipped it out on the phone. I was like, oh look. They really found him, because he be struggling with this Indian stuff sometimes. So I was trolling him. I say, oh, look, they found a real slave ship. He said, dang, where you got that from? I said, yeah, man. They put it on. And I had a straight face. I had him gone, and I started laughing. I said, he started laughing too. I said, cause when you think about how silly this is just as silly. This ain't no more silly than believing this one. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me reload the page. Like, all right, believe in my shenanigans is no less or no more goofy than believe. saying, man? You big dummy. See, we gotta slow down and hey, man, try but man, y'all. Hey, slow down and smell the roses. Hey, we gonna put some snippets of this on the public live stream for the people that don't want to try but on the Patreon. We ain't gonna put the whole thing. We gonna put a snippet. So let's go ahead and give them a message now. If you want to join the Patreon, you see the link, House of Cons. Go to the home page in the About Me section. Y'all can support cash.app/$ House of Cons, especially if you learning something new. But Managa, look how good. I mean, this right here. That's why I say slow down. Sometimes smell the roses, roast the naga two here and there, and just look at it with your own eyes. This is very goofy. If you ever been on the boat, see, I'm in Florida. I've been around boats since I can remember. Like, I don't even know how old I was when I learned how to swim for real, y'all. I've been around water all my life, and I know you can't get on no boats like this. I dare you go down to the cruise line in your state and say, hey man, let's pack it like this, and see if they look at you like this. You big dummy. You know what I'm saying? Now be fooling around. Captain of that ship and say, boo, you ain't doing that on here. Is you stupid? So this is just as goofy. That ain't no less goofy as this. And I be laughing because like, I do realize these things, I don't care how long you thought it was true. Once you realize the goofiness of it, man, it's actually funny, man. It's funny, like the devil ain't even that bad. The devil ain't even that smart. He just hoping you that dumb. The devil ain't that smart, y'all. The devil praying you that dumb to believe his lies. And I know y'all ain't that you big dumb, right? I know my cons ain't that dumb. Dr. Umar and them see this right here, they might start crying. They might get triggered. They might have PTSD, and they ain't never been. No. Hey, so let's get back to the lesson, man. And that's what I mean. I don't just go for what the narrative say. I look from my own point of view, my noggin. And I always connect the dots. They say, they very intelligent. Let's go back to where we was at back here. Traders in woodwork. Said the bush noggers, sharp traders and skilled in woodworking are descendants of so-called African slaves 2 centuries ago, right? They wanted to escape. They say we ain't slaves, but we escaped prisoners of war. You know what I'm saying? And they fled into the forest and tried to reconstruct the life they knew. They say in Africa, right? There are 6 major bush Negro tribes in Suriname. We learned about all of them over here. They are still divided by language differences, but mainly by geography. For until recently, they were isolated in different parts of the country. Now remember, America was the land of many languages. It was more languages in America than anywhere else on the earth, right? Before the colonizer came and hid everything, right? So understand they got different languages. Understand that to be, that of course, they say it was over 500 nations in America, my nigga. It's despite their isolation, the tribes are able to converse in Dutch, or Taki-Taki, which is mainly a blend of Dutch, English, and the Latin language. So they can speak Dutch, they can speak Taki-Taki, and a blend of Dutch, some English, and a Latin. Oh yeah, they very intelligent. But they don't know no languages of whatever part of Africa you claiming they came from. For General Ticus, the Surinamese believed the Bush Negroes' linguistic skills were was supernatural. Whoa. See, that's why you gotta pay for stuff like this. I had to pay for this article. They didn't want to give this away, even though they trying to revise it and give versions. They edited it, and look what the colonizers are saying. Just what I just said. They said these Surinamese, the Surinamese colonizers believe the Bush Nagas, the indigenous Bush Nagas, the Bush Niggas, their linguistic skills were supernatural. How did they learn these languages? See? Telling on themselves. The Bush Niggas are highly mobile. They highly mobile. That's why they talk, and then they talking about they escape. If they escape, you couldn't catch them in the first place. The ship crashed on the shore of America and everybody scattered like roaches. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to believe the ship crashed on America and everybody just broke loose like a bunch of roaches, huh? That's what I'm supposed to believe. The shark was about to get that big, boom! Bush knockers just ran up in the bushes, right? We supposed to believe that, right? And they know all these languages. Then the colonizer got off the ship and he went in here trying to find the bush knockers. He said, where you bush knockers went? Colonizer hopped off the ship. He said, all these bush knockers done broke loose. He said, look at these bush knockers, that's about 500 bush knockers. He said, they all ran to the bushes. They in the bushes, y'all. He said, let's go find them. And we can't find them. Where they at? They highly mobile. Here go ones. He knows a little Dutch. He knows a little French. He's speaking a little English. He knows a little Latin. This nigga know 4 languages. And a mixture of them all. And he's highly intelligent. What the hell is going on? He's supernatural. Supernatural. That's a new word, supernatural. Hey, why is not saying? I'm glad I said it in the Patreon. If I said that on the public live stream, Naga's gonna steal my shit. They gonna be saying supernatural. Watch. I'm gonna start saying. I know they gonna steal the indigenous Pookie too. They gonna steal the indigenous Pookie. I already know what's gonna happen. I ain't even tripping no more. Cause the bush niggas is supernatural. The bush niggas are highly mobile and have long moved quietly among the Creoles. They move quietly. You ain't even know they was among you, sliding in and out and fading back to the forest, taking townspeople back to the villages as wives and husbands. However, they generally keep apart and often intimidate the Creoles by their air of superiority. My nigga, stronghold nigga, stronghold nigga. I know y'all like Blackjack be tripping. Hey, hey y'all, I showed my mom and my daddy, my mom and my daddy be watching my shows too, y'all. They be laughing at me because this like I be going back to childhood. I used to be watching Ninja Turtles, Master Splinter and them coming up out looking like the Jews in Brooklyn, coming up from under the stairs and shit looking like a bunch of rats running out. I used to be crazy about them Ninja Turtles and Transformers. Thundercat! Oh! My mama was like, boy, this boy crazy, but my mama used to edit, y'all believe it or not. My mama ain't like these mama today. My mama wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Cause my mama, my daddy wasn't like that either. You know how on the day these mamas be like, nigga, sit down, sit your ass down and be quiet before I get my belt. My mama didn't want like that. They used to let me be a boy for real. I used to come in the house, skint up, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Grass marks on my clothes, playing football, grass in my hair. So they were like, hey man, just let them be. You know what I'm saying? Saturday morning I'm up for everybody. Thundercat! Oh! Yeah, that's why I be wilding y'all though. My mama and them be watching my show laughing because they like that nigga, cause it's not crazy. But wow, that hyped me up though. However, they generally kept it apart and often intimidate the Creoles by their air of superiority, my nigga. Y'all know how them yeah, they were superior. They were superior. Hold on, we gonna go back to that. Yeah, they were superior. Y'all know how these bush niggas look. Hold on. Y'all know how these bush niggas look. Look. Let's get some perspective. Their air of superiority. The Creoles were scared. But they weren't even. Hold on. The air of superiority, my nigga. Creoles, you mean tell me the Creoles are scared? They're scared? You mean the African booty scratchers were scared, my nigga? What they was scared of? That nigga got a 6-pack. That nigga muscular there. That nigga looking like he's straight off the Aztec Codex with his cape draped over him. And bruh. The baby look like, what are you doing over here? You ain't even supposed to be over here. They highly intimidated. They got the Creoles intimidated. The Juka, my nigga. Oh yeah. They intimidated by their air of superiority, my nigga. The indigenous cons, my nigga. The Wakan, the Juka, my nigga. Hey, this is funny, y'all. This is the first time read for me. I'm taking my time. We on the Patreon, man. I'm taking my time, y'all. We ain't gonna get this up for everybody, man. Especially no Pan-Africans. We ain't letting the Pan-African. I ain't telling them where it came from or nothing, man. They gonna try to run back street. We came from Africa, man. Get your goof ass on somewhere before I pull that slave ship out again, nigga. Talk talking about the Moors. I ain't letting the Moors see all this because they be disrespecting our ancestors, man. Never disrespect my ancestors, right? My nigga from the West. Hold on. Y'all know I gotta do it. Y'all know I gotta do it. My nigga from the West Indies, my nigga. Oh, they disrespecting the nigga ancestors, my nigga. What the hell? They gonna try to Pan Africans, them boys. I put this shit on public. They gonna be trying to say, see, we got over there from Blackjack, goof ass niggas. Let's say, era superiority, my nigga. Although Bush Negroes can often be seen trading their car wooden panels or selling reptile skins, baskets, and additional handcrafts, they out there catching alligators. Them cracking crocodiles over the head with a paddle. Pow, pow, pow. Bush nigga. It's an era of superiority over everything. In Paramaribo and other towns, they are closely bound by their tribal languages, religious, and cultural heritage. Heritage, my nigga. Cultural heritage, my nigga. Your heritage, my nigga. They were supernatural, my nigga. Somebody needed an interpreter. A recent visit to one Bush niggas village, only an hour by taxi from downtown. I want to go, y'all. We need to try, but we need to go out there and have a powwow with the Bush niggas, man. Y'all think this is a game with me? I would go down there. Alright, man. I'm already been working out, getting in shape. I've been fasting. I done already shed a few pounds. My 6-pack coming back. I'll take my shirt off, grab my bow and arrow, and I'm gonna be home. They gonna be like, my nigga. I'll be like, yeah, my niggas. Like that down there, y'all be playing, man. I got my fella. Y'all think this a joke with me? Y'all think this a game? I would be down there with the Bush niggas in Suriname, my nigga. A recent visit to the niggas. Hour by taxi, man. I got Uber money. Down to Paramaribo was marred by the absence of an interpreter. Hey, man, I can learn, man. I just tell you, look, I bring my info with me. I print all my stuff out and bring it with me, and I point. I learn. They can teach me. I ain't goofy. I figured out. Give me a couple weeks. The taxi driver proved to be a Creole. He was scared. He dropped that man off. He hauled ass and was ill at ease in the village. That Creole was scared ass. The Creole was scared. Fortunately, I had been briefed by 2 Creole sociologist friends, and the afternoon wasn't wasted. My first impression was the neatness and cleanliness of the thatched huts. And see, y'all think these niggas dirty. These niggas cleaning. These niggas ain't got roaches. These niggas living all in O-Block. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop playing, man. Shout out to O-Block, man. 63rd, 64th, 65th, and all the niggas in the stronghold of the niggas. These niggas got very clean thatched huts, and they don't got to pay no colonizer, no rent, no mortgage, no nothing. And it's very clean in there. And the ground around them ain't got litter out there. They ain't got lottery tickets and blunt paper all over the ground. They ain't got none of that. Talking about Dutch masters. They ain't got no Dutch masters. They was free. They was already free. They wasn't slaves. It looked like a Hollywood set for a Tarzan movie. Oh yeah? I bet. I'm talking about a Tarzan movie. Don't go to talking about monkeys in the tree, because we know who came from the monkeys in the tree, and it wasn't us. It wasn't us, my nigga. Talking about Tarzan. He said, my second impression was the nakedness of the children. Yeah, like heaven, my nigga, like biblical. They clean, my nigga, so what? And the nakedness of the adults, shorts on most of the men, and a bit of cloth wrapped around the loins of the women. I was assumed that this lack of clothing was not because of poverty, but rather was part of their cultural identity, my nigga. Oh, boy, my nigga. See, man, they can't mess with the House of Cards, man. They can't mess with the House of Cards, bro. Can't no Pan-African, can't no more, can't none of them see me, man. Cultural identity, cultural heritage, your identity. The coat of arms of Suriname was adopted, was switched up. They had versions in 1975. We done looked at this, but we gonna continue to connect the dots. Cause like I said, we gonna put a snippet on YouTube public for people to see what we on. The coat of arms, the versions, the 1975 version. Oh, look what they done did, y'all. Let's go back. Let's get the real deal. You want to hide your history. 1975, 1959. Oh, the original. Oh, culture and heritage, the original. Virgin from colonial period, the 1600s, right? The original, some Negroes. We know, right? We just connect the dots one more time for new people. We got a lot of new people been coming to the house when we drop us some snippets. They say 2 Arawaks. 2 Arawaks, just like in Haiti. 2 Arawak Negroes. 2 Arawaks, yeah. And they dressed in loincloths and ceremonial headdress and arrow quivers. Yeah, loincloths. They cultural identity. Yeah, how the white man tried to hijack it, talking about he the Arawak now. The lying son of a bitches. You know who the real Arawak is, my nigga. Tribe up. Hey, they can't ever with, hey, man. Hey, can't no Dr. Umar can't no more F with me, man. I don't care. They stupid enough to believe lies. Man, let them go. Let them go, y'all. Cultural identity, your cultural identity. That's how you identify, my nigga, your identity. The Bush niggas insist that strangers ask permission before they take pictures. No, you come around here taking pictures. You the police. You better ask permission. And above all, they are sticklers for respect and courtesy. Don't disrespect the Bush niggas. Don't disrespect the Bush niggas, the Grand niggas, the Preston. Don't disrespect the Bush niggas. Disrespect the Bush niggas, no matter who you are. Bad news gonna beat your ass home.
You big dummy.
Cause we is unconquered. We ain't no slaves. We ain't come from no Africa. Yeah, I bet you don't go down there call them African, man. I dare anybody who wanna go down there to the bush to Paramaribo with me down there to the Bush niggas. And who we need to take them more down there. We need to take a Estabanico ass knocking down there and tell them, hey, go in there and call them African American. You know what I'm saying? And take a picture when you do it. Hey, we need to get hold on. We need to get some of the hold on what that nigga name was that was in my chat. Hold on. We need to make peace with this nigga. What that nigga name? This nigga right here. We need to make peace with not that nigga there. That nigga alright. He alright. This nigga right here, this the nigga. We need to make peace with this nigga and say, hey man, we feel you, bro. We know you was right. We came from Africa for real. We saw we found the new slave ship picture. We found it, bro. You was right. We need to show him the picture. And we need to say, hey man, let's go to Suriname with our other brothers from Africa, because they got a ship down there ready to take us back home. But they say they just waiting on one of us to come down there with an iPhone and take a picture and say what. But they say the code word is what up, African American. And we need to take his ass down there. Yeah, it's not right here. Take his ass down there. You disrespect. You go out here and disrespect. I dare you go out here and disrespect the Juka. Naga, bad dude gonna beat your ass home, Naga. Village I visited, it was, I am told, typical of other agriculture, fishing, or woodworking Bush niggas villages in Suriname. Was a closely knit community organized on definite lines, as in many parts of America, not no black Africa, you son of a chieftains are descended from the maternal side of royal families. Oh yeah? Witch doctor's choice. The tribal witch doctor, they call him a witch doctor. You mean a shaman, managa, selects his successor, or you mean the Grenade managa? You talking about the Grenade? Often before the successor is born, by naming the mother to be, and later on the supervises the boy's education. Tribal chiefs, or Indian chiefs, are assisted by several captains, caciques, chosen by the village. We already read about this before. And by a few captains majors selected by the chief himself. The captains and the captains majors from the village governing council. On important days, the chiefs usually wear a cape. Yep, I know they what, like this one. Hold on, where is that? Wait. Where bro at? Hold on. They usually wear a cape. Y'all know what kind of cape they talking about, right? Hold on, where he at? Like this one. They say on important days. They say that nigga coming out. Hey, I love this nigga right here, man. Hey, we make. Say, who told you Taking a picture. Taking a
Big dummy.
taking a picture. We gonna show respect to the Juka, to the Bush niggas. You don't know where you at, huh? You're an hour away from the colonizer. You a long way from Europe.
Boom shakalaka.
Hey man, ain't niggas not gonna put the cape on, bro. No, man. This why I like to read, bro. Because they not gonna give you this in movies. They not giving you this in the public live streams on YouTube. This ain't nowhere but on Patreon. House of Con. This pay-per-view, my nigga. Paid TV for real con, my nigga. Cause you gotta support your own, my nigga. The chosen is few, we already know. But we don't care if it's 2 or 3. We don't care, my nigga. Everybody ain't gotta be down with us. We ain't mad. Hey, they can eat the leftover, they can pick up the crumbs, my nigga. Come to House of Con, nigga, pick up the crumbs, my nigga. Get their ass a snippet, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let them watch that. I ain't, if I'm working, hey, God, I'm gonna be working for free or for little than that, and I'm gonna do it for the few that support, my nigga. Everybody else can eat a fat one. Hey, so let's continue. Yeah, it's a damn man. Hey, this is funny, man. Hey, man. Hey, and y'all feel free if you want to go make a live. The people watching Patreon, my Patreon cons, feel free to go make a video about the Juka, man. Feel free to go make you one, bro. You know it before they do, my nigga. You don't. They goof ass don't even know about it. They say the captains and the captains majors. It's a tribal chiefs. It say. Captain and captain's majors from the village governor on important days, the chiefs usually wear a cape made of jaguar skins or a necklace or other distinguishing ornament. Otherwise, they live as ordinary members of the community. This avoidance of ostentation goes back to the long years of conflict with the colonial forces, when a chief's tenure often depended on the effectiveness of his camouflage. See, They was ready for war. You don't need to know who the chief is. You don't even get to talk to the chief. He look like a regular old person. You don't even know that's the cacique, my nigga. An important difference between the chiefs, they were proud, but they wasn't cocky. They wasn't arrogant. An important difference between the chief and the others is that the chiefs are never spoken to directly. You can't speak to the Granan. Just like everybody ain't get to speak to the Most High when Moses got the commandments. The Most High gave the commandments to Moses, my nigga. He ain't give it to Jesus. He gave it to Moses. He ain't give it to the Israelites. He gave it to Moses. The Most High didn't give the commandments to the world. He gave it to Moses, and Moses gave it to the Israelites, and the world stole it from us. Everybody ain't get to talk to the Granan. It say never spoke directly to chiefs. During one recent meeting of the 6 paramount Bush niggas chiefs and their opposites from the Amerindian villages. Amerindian village, what you mean, the fake Indians? Remarks made to a chief were formally directed to the interpreter at his side. Now, why would it if the Bush niggas was Africans, why would they be meeting with the fake Amerindians, right? Why would they even be meeting with them? Because the Bush niggas is the real Indians. Hey, this is funny, man. This is just too funny because it don't take but some common sense. The speakers face the interpreter, who responds in Dutch at the end of each sentence by saying "not so," which means "it is so" in Taki-Taki. That this is pure ritual is indicated by the fact that the interpreter rarely bothers to repeat the speaker's words. The chief obviously has heard them. Even in their business suits, the chiefs were handsome and impressive men, my nigga. Y'all think, see, this is what Nagas kill me with, man. Nagas think you gonna go down there to the Juka and all you gonna see is this. You think all you gonna see is a Naga with a cape on grilling your ass. But nope, you might see the Naga come out with a suit on. Gotcha.
Big dummy.
Very intelligent, my nigga. Don't get it twisted. It say these are impressive men. You know, handsome in their business suits. Dignified, but not stuffy or lacking in humor. They had a sense of humor. I'm going, man. Y'all playing, man. y'all man. I'm looking for a new home, my nigga. I'm not out in the Americas, but my nigga, I got a tribe up, my nigga. Hey, this is my type of people right here, man. Impressive men. They like to work out. I'll be right at home, man. I'll be out there with them. Where's my loincloth? Dignified, but not staying stuffy and lacking. They funny, not lacking in humor. When the host, a Creole, thanked them for coming, one chief said through his interpreter, "You ought to thank my wife for letting me come." He say my wife don't trust y'all. She don't know if I might come back fooling around with y'all goofies. Their view of Creoles. The attitude of the bush niggas toward the Creoles is based on their attitude toward those who remained in slavery, as well as we call them cowards. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got caught in y'all, or they was the real slaves that was really brought over here, as well as what they consider to be the low moral standards of the town Negroes in general. Yup, town Negroes twerking, doing drills on other naga drills, Israelite on Israelite drills, my naga. They say they consider them low moral standards, not walking with the Most High, not honoring the code given to us by Moses. They say they was low standard knockers, eating cheeseburgers all the time, knockers out of shape. Although some bush niggas have more than one wife or stay with different women in different towns as they make their way from village to village between the interior and the coast, loose sexual conduct is not only frowned upon. If that ain't your wife, you don't need to be digging out. If that's somebody else's wife, what you sweating her for? If you somebody else's wife, what you out here thirsty for? But also it's often punished by, y'all think it's a game, man. Like this, and this is what knockers need right now. This, you know, it's gonna get knockers straight. Some real spirituality and some real penalties and some real accountability. You get caught cheating, you get caught sleeping with another man's wife. Both of y'all die. You and his wife. You somebody's wife and you out here cheating and you out here having babies out of wedlock and bastardizing and paternity fraud, kill you and that man. This what knockers need. Cause you this why we ain't got our land. You won't get right with the Most High. You won't act right. And wonder why we at the ass all the time. And we need punishment for real. And I don't mind because I'm a righteous man. When I say, see, the only people who get scared at stuff I say like that, when I say, you know, people that be cheating on their wives and wives that be cheating on their husband, those people, the man and the woman, deserve to be killed. The only people that don't agree with that and they're scared of stuff I say like that, these are people that cheat themselves. They just like the Juker just said, they low moral, interior frowned, not only frowned upon, low moral standards. If you mad at me in your feelings because I said a man and a woman that's cheating on they people deserve death, you low moral. That's all it is to it, and I'm not fooled. But also it's often punished by death, along with such crimes as theft or lying or cheating. See, this is why we shrinking now. We can't be fruitful because Naga's doing too much low moral stuff. An indication of the discipline of the bush niggas' life was described by one sociologist hearing relating their reaction to the opening of an old age home in Paramaribo. Visiting bush niggas would point it out to their children as an example of how Creoles treated their elders. The sociologist noted that many of the children were shocked and that some burst into tears. Look at that. Dang. Pointed out to their children as an example how Creoles treated their elders. Wow. How long the nearby bush niggas villages will remain isolated culturally is a major preoccupation of the community. You know, see, this is what people thinking. These people want to stay isolated, man.
You big dummy.
They don't want y'all coming down here building roads and skyscrapers. The bush niggas, they don't want all that. They don't want you bringing Wi-Fi. They don't want you bring your camera phone. They want you to respect their way of life. They're not trying to pay taxes and rent and all that. They don't want none of that. They don't want nothing you offering. And that's how, see, Naga's so cocky and so arrogant to even think that somebody else do want your way of life. Just cause you like to wear Ralph Lauren and polo and shit and all that goof ass shit, you go down here to the bush niggas, think these people are spiritual. These people are walking upright with the Most High. They don't give a damn about your material shit. They don't give a damn about your Cadillac, nigga. It's how long the nearby bush Negus, Nagas villages will remain isolated culturally is a major preoccupation of the communities. A small number of younger villages have moved into Paramaribo and have done relatively well because of their intelligence. Some are commuting here to work, then they're going back home. During recent colonial times, the Dutch placed only two important restrictions on the bush Negas. One was that they be suitably dressed in town, and the other was that they not sell certain of their carved wooden paddles or show them publicly. What you mean, the weapons? The paddles are a form of engagement ring, as it were, wherein the suitor pictures his qualities sexual and otherwise. Oh, it has some freaky shit going on. Genuine carved bush niggas wooden paddles. I'm gonna order me one of these paddles. They are usually 3 feet wide, 6 feet long, are difficult to obtain. Consequently, many paddles of various sizes offered in the handicraft shops here are actually either machine made or produced by clever, opportunistic villagers. Wow. So see, they're a fake ass Creole making them. See, that's why I would just go there. I would catch an Uber. I would say, hey man, take me down to the bush niggas. I take my shirt off. I leave my polo shirt in the cab, and I go out there topless. I leave my shorts on and be like, hey, I throw my shoes in my bag. I'm barefoot. I'm touching the ground, but I ain't disrespecting nobody. I don't even need my phone. You know what? Who needs a phone right now? You know what I'm saying? I get down with one of the niggas. They'll take me back to town. I'll be like, my niggas, I'm all right. I've been chilling a while with y'all a couple of weeks. I need to get back to Florida, my niggas. Take me back to the town so I can get back on the ship or whatever. Hey, but this how I would rock, man. I would highly respect them. I would just go embrace them and learn their ways, my naga. Don't disrespect nobody's wife. Don't go down there and do nothing stupid and get your ass killed. Don't go down there lying, cheating. Don't try to steal nothing. Don't be taking no pictures of nobody. Go down there and respect them people. Just like you wouldn't do that shit. You wouldn't do that shit in the rack. You wouldn't ride through 63rd taking pictures and talking crazy and looking crazy. You would do you the same way you would act if you walk through O Block is the way you need to act when you go around the Juka with respect. The attitude of the bush niggas to other niggas can be summed up to 2 dates marked here each year. On July 1st, Suriname officially observes Emancipation Day, which commemorates the abolishment of slavery here in 1863. Bush niggas like slavery. Who? We not slaves, bitch. We prisoners of wars. The Bush niggas ignore that day. See, man, these my people, man. Y'all think this shit a game, man. The Bush niggas, see, that's what I'm saying, man. All these stupid ass Moors. And these pants, I want to take one on down. Take this nigga down here, man. Call him an African slave, bro. I tell you, going down there. You gonna leave this nigga killed, man. He gonna get killed down here. Bro, you gonna set this man up, man. Hey, man, go down there and tell him about the African pride. Go down there and do the booty scratcher dance. Go down there and twerk. Go down, I dare you go down there with them pampers on. And I dare this nigga go do that booty scratcher dance down there. Gosh, boy, I wish I could see this nigga down there. They say the Bush niggas ignore any of that African shit that day and commemorate October 14 instead. But it was in October 14, nearly 200 years ago, that date is subject to debate because the Dutch rarely chose to remember it, and the Bush niggas couldn't write. That's what they claim. That one of the largest armies ever assembled on this continent set out to crush the Africans. Called the Africans, nope, the Juka. Defeat for the Dutch. How you call them Africans? Call them what they is, the Juka. Matter of fact, if they Africans, where the paddles at? Like they making in Africa, see? Just like it ain't no old make heads in Africa, ain't no Juka paddles in Africa. Go show me a Juka paddle in an African tribe making paddles like this. Don't show me, I dare you. They don't exist. The army led by a Swiss general attacked the biggest Bush niggas fort near Albina. Boy, they made a mistake. They paid dearly, but was literally decimated by the forefathers of that area's present Bonnie tribe. Whoa, the Bonnie tribe that's living there right now. They granddad and them got them damn Dutch masters, and they burned them. They say smoke the Dutch master, have them screaming for the Duchess. After the battle, the Dutch never again seriously attempted to enslave the Bush niggas. They say, okay, joke's over. We know we ain't bring y'all from Africa. We ain't got the nuts. For one, we know we ain't do that. They say, we just gonna leave y'all alone. To this day, my nigga. To this very day, my nigga, 2024. This is amazing, right? The victors, however, and then they gonna have to try the nerve to get Africa. Go down there and tell them they came from Africa. You stupid ass Pan-African Moors going to try to give Africa the credit for what our people do. How dare you go down there and tell them they from Africa? You ain't gonna make it back. The victors, however, continued their raids on plantations. They like, nope, they finna run y'all. We gonna decimate y'all and we raiding now. The Battle of Boney had other profound effects on master-slave relations before emancipation here. Fear for that the slaves who worked as lumbermen in an area south of Paramaribo would use their axes against them. The Dutch made several important concessions to the Para Negroes, such as teaching them to read. They say, man, look, they ain't slaves. They got axes and y'all scared of. They ain't slaves. You taught them to read your language. That's how they learned Dutch. And right, many years before emancipation, unlike the Bush niggas, the Para niggas were converted to Christianity. The Para niggas thereby came to rise to a relatively high civil service post as colonialism waned. They still constitute an important element here, along with the Creoles, but to the Bush niggas, both the Para Negro and the Creole are the same, so sellouts, right? The Bush niggas said no. See, and I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to make the Para Negro and the Creole attack the Bush niggas. Unlike them, the Bush nigga has kept his ancient culture, my nigga. Ancient culture, not from Africa, okay? If that's their ancient culture now, they said they make the panels. Where the panels at in Africa? Where are the languages at in Africa? They kept their ancient. You said they escaped soon as they got here. They supposed to been speaking African languages from then on. They supposed to never had learned any other language except when they learned them. If they escaped soon as they got here, all of them escaped. They already got a language. If you claim they Africans, stop lying. They say they kept their ancient culture, has never hidden his low opinion of the other niggas, not African descendants here, the other niggas. They say they never hid their low opinion. They say they kept their ancient culture and they never hid their low opinion of the descendants wearing, or you niggas wearing polos and shit, right? They say they got a low opinion. You looking at them with a low opinion, they looking at you with one. You think that's funny when you think you looking down on somebody and they looking down on you. They looking at you like the sellout. Since the colonial period, they looking at you like the sellout. Not the 1800s. See, they said you from 1800s, but no, we know they was there before they got there. They told you 1600s, but they was already there. They never came. They calling you the sellout. They say you laughing at us, talking about we have nigga. Look at your stupid ass. They got a low opinion. Wow. He considers himself the equal of anybody, not Europeans and other races in Suriname. Anybody. Long-time residents. The many tribes of sensitive, proud Bush niggas of Suriname, formerly Dutch Guiana, lived in thatched hutch villages so well manicured that they looked like a setup for a Tarzan movie, my nigga. Except for we ain't the family of no apes and we ain't swinging in trees. And that's the end of that article. They say they thatched roof homes was neat, my nigga. They say it was very neat and clean, my nigga. They try to pull us one that ain't got too much nudity. So the hijack don't be mad, trying to cancel the stream and stuff. not African culture right here, y'all. See the armbands and stuff. This is not African culture. The hairdo, it's not African culture at all. You do see sisters like this with these hairdos. You know that's Maya Aztec culture. So we already examined this before. Oh yeah. Oh wow. The real indigenous people. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like, my nigga. Hey, I would say share, but don't share this one. We ain't sharing on this one, y'all. We ain't sharing. We'll get them a snippet though. Oh yeah, he on the real boat with a real background in the real lake. The real niggas. Negus, nagas. Not the fake blonde hair and shit. Hijacks. Not the fake. The real nigga. I was making boats, huh? Oh, but they from Africa, huh? Oh, but they ain't go back, huh? That nog is fresh. Wow, that is fresh right there. He got his boy on there with it. He got his son. He got his son, but look at that. I love that. I gotta get this one on, bro. I gotta get this on the poster. Alright, I know what's going on my wall. It is time for me to rotate my images up on my wall, y'all. It's time for a con to rotate some shit. Like I'm about to rotate some shit, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Look at that, we driving up on the Patreon, y'all. Y'all know how I get down on Patreon, huh? Let me cut on my light. I'm cutting on the light with the spear, y'all, so my lazy ass ain't gotta get up from the computer. Turn on. I be practicing with my spear, y'all. That's why I'll take my spear down there with the juker, but I went and stepped to him with it looking like war. You know what I'm saying? Managa, you know, you come in peace, Managa, but I'll let you see, hey man, I'm one of y'all, bro. I'm Juka. I know about y'all. Much respect. I take my pictures, let them know I know about them. You know what I'm saying? I got real deal stuff. Yeah. All the fake Moors ain't got one of these. A lot of the only person on YouTube that's making this kind of content that got one of these is Indigenous Pookie. Not all the fancy, smancy, intelligent ass indigenous content creators, none of them, they ain't got one. Indigenous Pookie got one though. Nagas be sweating me. On the beard like a naga. Yeah, I'm finna rotate these. I might pull this one down. Put this one up, y'all. That is dope right there. I am impressed, my naga. Highly impressed. Highly impressed, my naga. That is not African. You can't show me an African that look anything like this. That's all. Hey, new painting. Yeah, they can't even find these. Like these other people on here, they don't find them until after I be in the show. They don't know how to find them. That's the funny thing, cause they don't read. All they gotta do is read. They can find anything they gotta be finding. All they gotta do is learn how to read and stop just running with what everybody else be saying. Look at that. They gonna start showing us some hijack. See the new pictures? Well, it's some real Nagas here. Look at that. Look at sis. Tied up. Juka tribe, Managa. Recognize what you looking at, Managa. Juka tribe right there. Indigenous Juka. Best believe. Aaron bro got a mold on his boat. Y'all think all our people don't know. Some of our people do know what's up, Managa. Some of our people do know what's up, Managa. Some of our people do know what's up. Look at sus. Yeah, dude. Look at sus, man. Yeah, look at they got their palace. Wow. I gotta look at that one. Hey, this one, I might gotta put this one up. Hold on, I don't know, boy. I might have to put 2 new ones up. I got room for 2 in here. I got room for 3 in here. I can put 3 new ones up. I'm finna F these knockers up now, man. What this one called? Low resolution, Suriname highlight, Chuka ladies, man. Let me put Chuka ladies. Let me name it. I'm gonna know it's gonna be Chuka ladies. Killing them with this one. My mama like that one. I get my mama one of them. We ain't gonna even read this right now. You gotta translate it, my nigga. We might come back to that one another time. Check that out. I ain't about to read that right now. That's dope. They got their paddles, my nigga. Their husband I gave them a paddle. Listen to that. Look at her ring finger, my nigga. Somebody's wife, my nigga. She got a paddle. You better not go try to talk to her. Your niggas been in thirsty niggas. Better not go down there trying to talk to sis. Your ass gonna die down there. You know what I'm saying? You go down there messing with their wife. Yeah, they gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Not playing around with low moral Nagas, low standing Nagas that's not walking the right with the Most High. You acting crazy out here talking about you worship music. Go down there talking about Zeus. Go down there and try to turn somebody into a Christian if you want to. I dare you. Talking about voting and shit. Go do it. I dare you. Talk about being a citizen. Afro this and that. Talking about Afro Surinamese. I dare you, Naga. I double dog day. These little ninjas right here might kill you. You might get killed by the baby niggas. The baby niggas. Sure, no, I want one of these. I'm gonna study how. See, I was building me some boats. Like I'm gonna build another boat too, but I might study how they build theirs and see if I can do it too, how they did it, man. I want to be tried. I'm with it, man. I'll be right at home down here. Y'all just don't know, man. I would be right at home, my nigga. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna keep this one too. Juka boats. Juka canoes. That's pretty right there. That's something I would paint. Like when I was in art school, I would paint something like that. I paint people too, but they got motors on their boats right here. Look at these. I got outboard. I got one. They got boats like mine with a little stick still. I got another motor too with a steering wheel, but I be using my little stick still motor. It's easy. They like very reliable, man. Look at them boats. Look, boy, them boats look like they'll go too. They boats better than mine. I got a bullshit ass boat. They boats better than my boat. Yeah, they boat way better than my boat. See, this better than my boat, y'all. I leave my little shitty ass boat. Look at the white people. Look at the colonized punk ass. Take them out there and throw them out. All on the Juka boats. Get your punk ass on our boats, man. I always gotta be taking pictures, man. Look how he looking. We told you, stupid Frenchman. No taking photos. You stupid MF. You gonna make the colonizer come here and we gonna kill him. Look at that. No litter in the water. Ain't no Zephyr Hills water bottles. Ain't no beer bottles. Ain't no scratch off tickets down there. None of that shit. No cigarette butts. You better not throw a cigarette butt down here nowhere. You might die. And look how many people on these, man. And they said these the dugout canoes. You know, they said indigenous people would take a whole tree and dig the center out and make a canoe. Some of them holding up to 150 people or so. I mean, we see, right? These dugout canoes. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go down there, y'all. I don't know what y'all. I don't want to go to Africa for what. I don't want to go to Europe for what. I don't want to go nowhere in the Isles of the Gentiles. This is what I want to do, stuff like this. I don't want to go to Japan and all this goofy stuff. Look at here, Bony Suriname. What's that? Oh, what they give? Hey man, I gotta end this one, y'all. We done spoke the lesson. I'm just doing something. We just rambling now, going on some freestyling, but it's all love. It's all try. I gotta shut that. Y'all better, hey. I'm gonna put a snippet out. Let the try get a little bit off the snippet, man. That's it, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, hit me in the chat. Let me know if y'all like these Patreon live streams, man. Like I said, we gonna still bring the real. We giving them information that other people ain't got. Hey, that's on them. They ain't got it. They ain't want it, right? It got to be worth a little something. People willing to steal it. People willing to try to get me canceled. That's the main reason I'm doing. I'm trying not to get canceled, my nigga. I'm trying not to get canceled. So I say, you know what? Maybe I just gotta go in. Maybe I just gotta go in the background for a little while. And let them, hey, they got what they already got out of me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, they got what they already got, my nigga. Hey, with this House of Cons, man, I'll see y'all a little bit later. We out. Peace.